Very little, you're right. And it's, as you say, trying to find a job with that, you're going to have to upskill yourself with something else.
Absolutely, you then need to specialize.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you go in and you do a skilled artisan course or diploma at one of the FETs, you're ready to hit the ground running and start actively contributing towards our economy.
Let's hear from Ndilega in East London. Hi, Ndilega.
Hi, Siki. Siki, I don't know. I'm worried about our government. Yet again, instead of solving the problem, they have become part of the problem. I don't understand why this new department was formed. If you want to talk of cognitive development, of matriculants ready to be competent students at tertiary, you need a very good basic education for proper cognitive development. We wouldn't be talking also of so many dropouts at universities. I'm not talking about tuition now.
Yeah.
That's a side issue. I'm talking about cognitive development, mental preparedness for a good tertiary participation. If we talk basic education, then we are talking a good citizenry, employable people, educable people. Thank you, Sigi.
Thank you. Thanks
so much. It's my first time in, and I'm appreciative of that.
Welcome. Thank you very much. We love first-time callers. Bye. Mohammed in Durban, morning.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, Mohammed.
And hi to your guest also.
Hi, Mohammed.
The main problem I see here is if you look at the matriculants that succeed in the year, it's a number of hundreds of thousands. It's like about 100,000. And if you look at our universities in South Africa, there are few. I think that's our main problem. We need to get more universities built.
Okay.
Yes.
And then, I suppose we'll also deal with the queuing problem, the shortage of universities.
It's part of the Department of Education's plan. I mean, I don't mean to speak on their behalf, but they have launched a green paper where they have outlined, or the minister has outlined their development plans until 2030, and that does certainly include the building of more institutions. But again, Ziki, I'm going to come back to it. The FETs, we have in the region of 51 public FETs, these are further education training colleges in the country, that produce phenomenal, skilled workmanship, or people that are ready to go out into the workplace. And they're not filling up. They're just not filling up. So I don't know what it is that we need to do in order to start profiling them. Maybe it's about education, maybe it's about education at school level when they're in high school, and trying to
doing a roadshow,
absolutely, doing the options, trying to understand aptitudes of the students. Mom and dad say, well, finish matric and you need to be a lawyer, go to university. The kid might be a great graphic design artist.
And they never knew there was such a thing.
Absolutely.
Here's a tweet from Mawudu, who says, the Council on Higher Education released a discussion and consultation documents that are worth perusing, and I suppose they speak to some of the issues that we're talking about now. And Ndilega's point about the need for cognitive development at basic education level, because if it's not there, you're not going to be mentally prepared.
Correct. So yes, again, at basic education level, they need to up their game on the life skills program. Yeah. And part of that life skills program would be understanding aptitudes, What are these kids inclined to do better?
Yeah.
Are they cognitively inclined to be academics or not?
Yeah, because we can't all be that.
Correct.
But also we're not all going to be scientists and doctors and accountants. Mike in Durban, morning.
Hi, Siki, are you there?
Yes, I am, Mike.
I am a businessman, but I represent a president of the Greater Edendale Muslim Society. It's short fall for GEMS. Now, what we do, we identify creches, some mud huts in the black rural areas, from the poorest of the poor. And we take that teacher or that caregiver, if she's got matric, we teach her the Montessori course. And they, in turn, go and teach these children, and we feed these children a balanced diet. But the uniqueness of GEMS is that we've got 11 of these creches. But trust me, Siki, we ensure that they get quality education. We have 2 coordinators going from creche to creche every single day. What's the point? The point is that we're giving quality education to the children in the Black Township. And when these children go up, their minds are so developed, so intertuned with what is going on. You won't have this need for that type of education or where they lack when it comes to matric. So my appeal to everybody, let's use this as a platform to put excellence of this kind of concept in every township where it is monitored. Let's not just start a creche and do it Montessori. Let's start every single one and let it be monitored. It must be monitored by people, like clusters of 11 at a time or something like that. And then I can tell you now, we pay these teachers a stipend, but it's not much. But if they do not perform, if the children do not attain certain of the syllabi, we cut their wages. So this is the format, and it's working tremendously. I promise you, if I, as a businessman, in my own time, I go there and I check, and I said, okay, what are we doing? How far are we doing? Are the children learning? Can they hold a pen in their hand? Can they? And if that is not done, I just cut the teachers' wages. It's simple as that.
Let me do this, Mike. Can I put you on hold so we can take your contact details? I know you've called us a couple of times about the creches, and really big focus, because we've spoken a lot about early childhood development and what's being done in that space. And before I let you go, Michelle, there's an SMS from Smoo in PE who says, how are Eduloan's interest rates different from the banks?
Great question, and I'm quite glad that that's been asked. Our interest rates are significantly lower than the banks. The way Eduloan works is that we establish relationships with the tertiary education provider. So whether it's the university, and we have relationships with 23 of the universities in the country, as well as all of the further education, so both public and private APTs. The relationship that we have with them, or agreement that we have with them, is that they give us a settlement discount, because when you take out an Eduloan, we don't give you the money. We pay the money directly across to the institution. So that early settlement discount that Eduloan gets from the institution, we use to subsidize the actual loan. So depending on the nature of the agreement we have, or the settlement discount with the university, you're looking at anything from 10%, and that is a flat rate, and it's not linked to prime. So whether prime goes up and down, it's 10%. So you know you're taking your loan over a period of 6, 8, 12, 24, 36 months, whatever it is. You know what you're going to pay every month, and it doesn't change. And in some instances, with one of the FETs, the interest rate is as low as 5%.
Depending on the agreement that you've got. How do people get in touch with Eduloan?
They can visit us on www.eduloan.co.za, or alternatively, they can visit us at our offices or branch offices on the campuses at all universities across the country. We have 37 of those.
All right. We'll have to leave it there. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you so much, Vicky.
It's a pleasure. Michelle Branco is Chief Marketing Officer for Eduloan.